you said, I really like you said that you let go of about 5 to 6,000 square foot just to
In
make
Juhu.
sure in Juhu that too.
Yeah.
Right? Do developers do that in general, like letting go of FSI? Because I feel like Bombay is so much about Excel sheets and FSI, and it is difficult, right, to make projects financially viable. Do you think that, like, since most people are obsessed about FSI, do you think that kind of makes design less important now? And it's like a cookie cutter building bana do, FSI consume hona chahiye, and we need to just sell it. So I really like you said you let go of 6,000 square foot in Juhu.
अभी ऐसा है कि if I have to look at why is everyone, and especially in Mumbai, why is everyone so much averse? I would say this, that losing an FSI is losing one part of your heart, right? At least for Mumbai developers. And this I would say probably 3-4 years ago, but not now. And I'll tell you a reason why. Mumbai FSI is related to cost of premiums. Okay.
Right.
Today, premiums in Mumbai versus premiums in Bangalore versus premium in Delhi or wherever you call it. I'll give you a small example. For my own project, I did a working where, when I did the costing of a project of a 5-acre property, which gave me 5 lakh square feet in Bangalore, all my premiums put together was 40 rupees a square feet. Okay, apart from the land cost and the construction cost, or 40 or 50 rupees or 75 rupees maximum a square feet. Now that same thing when I do it in Mumbai, obviously depending upon the suburb and the location, it will be minimum 5 to 8,000 rupees a square feet.
My God.
So you understand where the delta is, right?
Right.
And today the cost of the land is dependent upon the FSI what you can consume. And that is why people cannot afford to give away those kind of FSI. But thanks to DCPR and now the availability of FSI. Earlier FSI in Mumbai was 1.85, then it went to 2, and today now it's about 4, 5, and 6, and Mahadas is 7, and whatever you can do it. So now you have abundance of FSI. When you have abundance of FSI, you can afford to let loose, and many developers will let loose. They will not let loose because ultimately, as you rightly said, if I want to consume the entire FSI, I have no choice but to make a cookie cutter building. I don't care about the elevation, I don't care about the amenity, I don't care about the open space. I need to, मेरे को हर एक square foot तो निकालना है इसमें से. But then now developers beyond certain time, they will also think, boss, I also need to look out my name. ये asset मेरे नाम पे खड़ी रहेगी. People will look at what have I actually built. So they will let go some FSI. They will let go to ensure things. They will give some FSI in the amenity. They will give some FSI in the lobby. These are all small things which really matter today to a public at large. So you have to go with it. And that is why when I say that when you have these kind of premiums, you can't afford to lose give away FSI. But when some things like in Mahada, SRA, when these FSIs are little cheaper than BMC, you can let go here and there.
Right. In fact, I think it was your report only, the CREDA MCHI report. I'd gone through that report of yours, and as per that report, I still remember the premiums in Mumbai are 50 times 50 times Hyderabad, 47 times Bangalore, 25 times Delhi, and 9 times Chennai and Pune. How is that justified? How is that justified? Like, what is your take on that? So is CREDA as a body pushing the government to kind of reduce it?
No, we've always told the government, and we've been, that is why we brought out this report, which showed the hard fact that, Mumbai, eventually today, you how much are you collecting as premiums, right? So today, if I look at those premiums which have been collected, it's about 5,000-6,000 crores a year, right? Roughly, give or take. When the premium discounts were there in 21-22,
right,
that went up to 15,000 crores or 14,000 crores at that point in time. So when you look at those kind of collections coming in, but it actually, makes the project extremely expensive. Today, some places the cost of construction is lower than the premiums.
Right.
And cities, places like Bandra, places like Juhu, your premium costs are much higher than your cost of construction,
Right.
or probably the minimum is equivalent to your cost of construction,
Right.
but it cannot be where your premiums are lower than cost of construction. So it plays a major part of your project cost, and I personally believe that we should get away with that. Today, if I look at Bangalore, it's a simple road with FSI. If you are in a larger road width, you have 3 FSI or 4 FSI, you have 2.5 FSI, 2.7. Simple. It's like land into 3.
Hmm.
Utna multiply karo, itna FSI. You're not paying any premiums for it.
Right.
You have to leave that kind of open space and this and that, and certain fire charges, this, that, what you pay and all of that, and that is it. But you don't pay fungible FSI, you don't pay premium, you don't pay TDR, you don't do all of that.
Right.
Obviously, TDR now is there in Bangalore, which increases the cost, but it also increases the FSI.
Right.
So, I mean, the other components, there is an open space deficiency,
Right.
and there is this and that. I think it's time for us in Mumbai to come out of it. And but it's a very hard call for the government also, because it is involving money and premiums which will be lost, and
Right.
but I think if I have to negate this, that okay, you may be probably losing that revenue of FSI or premiums which are coming in, but you imagine the kind of housing stock which will come in, which will give you a permanent income from your property tax,
Right.
which will give you an income from the GST while it is under construction,
Right.
during construction GST,
Right.
and you will also get 18% of the construction cost as GST.
Right.
You will get 5% stamp duty.
Right.
You will get 5% GST on the sales of the flat.
Right.
So it's a great income which is coming in. But
Right.
it's a somewhere, if we can negate this and the government comes in, it'll make Mumbai, obviously with the kind of supply which is already there, it'll be even better supply. But it with Mumbai's dream and aspirations for people to stay in Mumbai, it'll become even more realistic, and people will really long to come here.
Yeah, I think you rightly pointed out, like with your direct, indirect taxes, your GST, your stamp duty, your premiums, almost looks like a government is a sleeping partner in a project.
Yeah, easily 50%.
50%
minimum.
My God. And coming to supply, there are a lot of redevelopments happening in Bombay right now. Do you see a drastic increase in the supply in Mumbai?
So, yes, there's a lot of development happening in Mumbai, but at the same time, I feel over the last 5-6 years, the economy of India has changed dramatically. People's aspiration to, look into bigger apartments post-COVID has been one of the bigger norm by, real estate has thrived and grown well so much. Any typically today for a redevelopment, my gut sense is that 20% minimum at least goes from the actual, like the tenants themselves, they want to expand and grow. Unless if there is and mostly in a standard case where they are getting an extra area, they wouldn't mind spending some more money and getting a little more space.
Right.
So, 10, 15, 20% goes into the own consumption from the tenants.
Right.
And then you're left with probably 70, 80% which you have to sell outside. I think, while although a lot of redevelopments are taking place in every suburbs of the Mumbai, the output of those projects is not, in terms of volume, not much. So let's say a project will have 20 apartments coming in, or probably 15 or 30 apartments in all total coming in. So, and if I, in a city, in a suburb of Bandra, hypothetically, there are 200 projects going in. So
Right.
overall the volume is 500 or 600 apartments.
Right.
So which according to me is not much, but obviously the sizes and the
The ticket size is
ticket
so high.
size is so high that sometimes you wonder that are there really 80-90 crore, 500 buyers of 80-90 crores.
In fact, just speaking of a high ticket size, we just witnessed something extraordinary. I think 2,80,000 rupees per square foot, 640 crores for an apartment in Worli. Do you see that becoming the new normal in Mumbai's luxury market? A rate of above 2 lakh rupees per square foot?
I wish it happens, but see, look, luxury has no limit. It's your
Well said.
perception, and your thought, which you feel that I need to pay this price. There will be few projects will definitely command because of the location, because of the geometry which is, you know, staying in that probably building, or, you know, the complex, whatever you call it. And you know, if these kind of things will continue to happen, but with few projects, I don't think
Right.
280 is a sustainable price in Worli for all,
Right.
you know, all across. There will be one odd, two odd, but not all. So, you know, it's like, you know, it's like a limited edition apartment, right?
Right.
When you buy a watch,
Right.
you have a normal watch and you have a limited edition watch, right? So
Right.
normal watch has its own price,
Right.
but then there is a limited
You'll
edition.
have your Patek Philippe and it's like that.
Those
yeah.
limited edition, even in Patek Philippe. So you'll have a normal Patek Philippe,
And then
you'll have a limited edition Patek
Right.
Philippe. So that price of limited edition is something which
Right.
anyone will have to pay, and whoever wants to buy will take it up. So there'll be few, but not all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
and
much,
I think
Mayank.
I had an absolute blast with you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Pleasure. Pleasure talking to you.